osmoj i posljednjoj epizodi serijala Pod jednim krovom evo nas ponovo u Čikagu, metropoli američkog srednjeg zapada. Ovdje ćemo vam predstaviti uistinu nov i inovativan način obrazovanja djece sa jednim potpuno drugačijim konceptom organizacije i učenja. U ovom gradu posjetili smo Magnet školu, svojevrsni obrazovni eksperiment iz ranih 70. godina koji je nastao kao potreba brže integracije u američko društvo. Danas je to respektabilna škola koja nosi ime Walta Disneya i asocira na fabriku dječjih crtanih filmova. Međutim, ova je priča utoliko i više zanimljiva i ozbiljna. Školu već 12 godina vodi energična direktorica Kathleen Hagstrom, koja je sa nekoliko hrabrih poteza napravila pravu malu revoluciju u učenju. Naziv Magnet smišljen je tako da privlači talentiranu i perspektivnu djecu, bez obzira na njihovo porijeklo.
Disney was the first school built as a magnet school in Chicago. And it was open for purposes of integration. It opened in the early 70s, and it was around the concept of an open classroom. So when I show you the school, you're going to see large open spaces for the grade level. There are about 200 children at each grade level in this large open space. The teachers, of course, put up cubbies and bookcases and so forth to define their spaces, so it has become more traditional over the years. I was told that it didn't have much furniture in the building, and the concept behind open space was that there was a freedom of thinking, that there were no constrictions with textbooks and materials and furniture and whatever. And as I said, over the years we've become much more traditional in defining our spaces, and we've certainly used many books and materials in our school.
Jednom dobrom idejom od škole koja je pomalo zaostajala u razvoju, napravljena je jedna od najnaprednijih škola na području cijelog Čikaga. Naime, ponekad je dovoljno osvrnuti se oko sebe i vidjeti kakvi su trendovi, pa su rješenja na dohvat ruke. Gospođa Nordstrom je to vidjela u korištenju modernih tehnologija u obrazovnom procesu. I uspjelo je.
A magnet program means that you have a special program to attract. And Disney is the fine and performing arts. When I became principal 12 years ago, I added technology to it. Not that I am a techie in any way, but I knew that if we were going to be current and be 21st century, that I had to combine technology along with the performing arts. So we have had a blast here. When I started, our test scores were 53% of the students meet or exceed standards. We're now at 91% of the students meet or exceed standards. You get into Disney simply by applying and having a lottery computer selection. So it's luck of the draw. There are a couple of elements that add to that. If you are a sibling, you have an easier chance of getting in. If you live in the proximity of the school, you have an easier chance of getting in. But basically, it is simply luck.
A oni koji imaju sreće da se obrazuju u ovoj školi imaju šta i naučiti, pogotovo uz korištenje modernih tehnologija. Na primjer, tu su digitalne školske table prikopčane na internet ili tableti koje djeca koriste za komunikaciju sa nastavnicima i van škole. Ovo je podrazumijevalo ne samo učenje i obuku učenika, nego i samih nastavnika koji moraju biti u toku sa posljednjim trendovima.
Well, the concept of integrating the arts and technology to me is that learning is more fun. Academic rigor is our number one goal, and that the children are going to exceed and excel, but I think that we add the magic to learning by introducing technology and the arts into our curriculum. It then gives the teachers an opportunity of approaching the students in different ways. I often say that the best thing I've ever done here is buy Promethean boards, which are interactive whiteboards for every classroom. And I can't believe how that has made instruction come alive. These are large boards, they're about 4 by 5 feet, and the internet is on it. The teachers can create flip charts, the children can interact with the board. There are all kinds of wonderful things that can be done.
Zbog svog dobrog profila, kvalitetnog osoblja, dobre opreme, resursa, kvaliteta koje postiže, ova škola između ostalog ima i najviše prijava za pohađanje od svih drugih čikaških škola. Direktorica škole se šali i kaže da je to možda i zbog samog imena škole, Walt Disney, i da mnoga djeca zamišljaju kako njenim hodnicima trče Miki i Mini, popularni Disneyevi crtani junaci. A ko zna, možda ih i sretnete. No, dio ove magije jeste svakako i stvarno istraživanje koje je pokazalo da su djeca u ovoj školi vrlo sretna i naravno dobro uče.
90% of the day, I'll give you a statistic saying that everybody's involved with technology, and that's wonderful. Now, iPads are newer, and we're still getting better at integrating the curriculum, but once again, I've seen some very effective integration with the iPads. Teachers love that. The children are using Edmodo. They're able to communicate with their teacher and with each other overnight by using Edmodo. The teachers are creating videos for the children that they can see instruction at home if it's a concept with which they're having difficulty. So I have an outstanding staff of teachers, and even though we provide them good professional development, they're learning a great deal on their own.
Kada je gospođa Nordstrom došla na poziciju direktorice, ova škola imala je jedan kompjuterski kabinet, kao i svaka tipična škola, i jednog nastavnika koji je radio po cijeli dan. Danas je situacija drugačija. Čitav sistem održava 4 ljudi, tehnički gledajući, dok se svi nastavnici usavršavaju za korištenje tehnologija. Škola je opremljena sa više od 1000 kompjutera, 1000 tableta, dok svaka učionica ima digitalnu tablu. Sve je to integrirano u školski nastavni plan i program. Osim toga, integrirana je i raznolikost svake druge vrste. Školu pohađaju učenici iz svih slojeva društva, različiti po nivou obrazovanja, socioekonomskom položaju, rasi, kulturi, etničkoj pripadnosti.
40% African American, about 24% white, about 24% Hispanic, and then others. We have a large Pakistani population. We have a fair amount of Bosnian children at our school. And I always say that we're like the city of Chicago. We're extremely diverse. And I believe that's something that we embrace strongly at Disney. We love our diversity. And even though statistics say that poverty and minority status makes you less inclined for success, we have disproven that. We have proven that we are able to show great growth. We're the only school in Chicago that has had 11 years of consecutive growth. So we're really proud of all of that.
A u ovoj izvrsnoj školi srećemo i grupu djece koja su rođena u Bosni i Hercegovini ili čiji su roditelji porijeklom Bosanci. Ovo je njihov čas različitosti.
Just introduce yourself, say when your family moved here, and if you feel comfortable, maybe saying the circumstances that made you move to the United States, if you feel like sharing that. So, Mr. Ismet, why don't you start?
Okay, my family moved here in 1995 when the war started over in Bosnia, and that was basically the only reason that we left to America.
I'm Belma Begovic. I was born in Bosnia and I moved here. We moved in 2001, and I believe we moved here because of better opportunities in America for life.
I'm Denisa Halilovic, and my family, I think they came here in around 1995 to 1998. And the reason why we moved was also from the war, and my family thought it would be nice if they had the kids grow up in America.
Sanina Music. My parents moved to America from Bosnia in around 1997, I think. And I think they just moved because of the war and that America had more opportunities for them to start a family, me and my sister.
I'm Selma Elkasovic, and my family moved here, I think, in late 1999 and 2000. And the reason was because there were more opportunities.
I'm Hannah Chananovic. My family moved around 1996 because of the war, and also to make a family in America because there's like a lot of opportunities here for like jobs, to have like a better job.
I'm Ines Pavlic, and my family moved here around 1997 with my sister from Germany, well, Bosnia and then to Germany, and then to America because of the war and to make a better living over there.
I'm Alan Halbajia, and my family moved here in 1995 because of the war and because there were more opportunities.
And I'm Dr. Hagstrom, the principal.
I'm Mr. Reinhardt, the teacher. I'm not Bosnian.
I ono što ćete svakako primijetiti, a što posebno njeguje ova škola, jeste poprilično opušten i neformalan pristup u odnosu učenika i nastavnika. Djeca se tako osjećaju komfornije i znanje se prenosi lakše. Ova djeca su već Amerikanci, ali sa Bosnom imaju još veza i ponešto znaju. Uglavnom, svi više vole Ameriku jer znaju da je situacija u Bosni vrlo teška.
What is it about the United States, or possibly even things you've learned here at Disney, that make you so rooted to the United States, even though you still have these rich family traditions and history?
There's like better living like life opportunities here. You can get a better job, raise a family more here. I mean, it's just beautiful.
How do you know that it's still difficult in Bosnia?
I've been to Bosnia. I go for like almost like every 2 to 3 summers.
Oh, okay. So what are some big differences you notice, especially for someone your age?
Like different buildings. Like,
Yeah, they're shorter.
yeah, there's like
Smaller buildings.
there's not a lot of roads depending on where you are going to.
Okay.
Like dressing, like how people dress is really different.
Okay. Interesting.
Also the political problems with the kids not having a social security number when they're born. Here, like when you have your social security number, you can do much more.
Like what? What opportunities do you get by having an American social security number?
Like you can get insurance and like you can get your medicine and all of that. And like when you don't, you probably can't over there.
I actually have like 2 new cousins, and like they just started school like in 1st grade, and they said it's really hard because they started speaking another language with them, which is English, and they expect them to like know it, and the teachers talk to them in English and like mostly not Bosnian, and so then they're just like over here like trying to learn what they're saying, but they still can't understand, so it's much harder because of the language difficulties.
So young Bosnian children are having to learn English from a young age.
Yeah,
Why do you
but
think that is difficult?
because I think English is like the most important language because like it's talked about, like it's like talked everywhere, and so then that's probably why they learn it. And like most of those kids over there, their parents are are thinking to go to the U.S. Like most of the Bosnians are like moving to the U.S.
What do you guys think would shock a Bosnian your age if you visited them and told them about going to school at Disney or living in Chicago? What would just blow their mind? They wouldn't even understand.
Whoa, a lot of hands on that one.
Nina.
That we use like iPads and we have so much technology in our schools.
Okay. Yeah, interesting.
And we go to school with kids from different races.
Yeah.
The way the rooms are set up, because we don't have walls. They usually do.
I'm really curious. Would you say that that's a great thing, or would you say that that's a?
If they have walls or not?
I think, considering since I've been at Disney for a very long time, I think it's a benefit that's good for you, because when you grow up and you're working in an office, you're usually working in your own little cubicle surrounded by 10 other cubicles. So, and you're gonna, if you go to school like here, you're used to the noise from another cubicle, so from another place, so it would help you out.
No, nije sve ovdje igra, niti podsjeća na igru. Učenici se bave i ozbiljnijim stvarima i problemima. Na primjer, imaju zadatke koji su posvećeni rješavanju problema 21. stoljeća. Evo i kako to izgleda.
Our upper grade students are immersed in this 21st century problem solving, and it happens in a myriad of ways. They work on teams, they learn to collaborate, they learn to problem solve with multimedia solutions. Arts and technology, fabulous again. So we have a group of teachers that are training them. They get training in video production, they get training in digital music, they get trained in 21st century problem solving, which has some basic programming skills, presentation skills, etc. They have library media. The students are getting additional skill building, as well as the teachers are looking at the curriculum and giving them opportunities to look at 21st century problems. I'll give you a wonderful example. Last year, one of the older pods of children looked at deteriorating world cities. And the example to which I will speak was one of the teachers had their students look at Tokyo. The students determined that Tokyo was deteriorating because the citizenry no longer had trust in the government after the tsunami. The government had not been forthcoming about the nuclear fallout. So they had to come up with a solution. Their solution was to build a memorial, put all of the names of the victim from the tsunami and the nuclear fallout onto the building, and then have an interactive wall that the citizenry could communicate with the government. I was impressed. They then built a structure, a model of what the monument would look like. They used 3D software to show you the interior. They did a PowerPoint presentation. They did a video. They did an oral presentation. They created pamphlets. They just hit the problem from so many angles.
I Bosanci se bave ovakvim projektima. U razgovoru sa svojim nastavnikom pokušali su dati odgovor na pitanje kako riješiti situaciju u Bosni, odnosno stvoriti harmoniju među njenim narodima.
What advice would you give to the Bosnian government right now for how to weave these different groups together peacefully?
Just be respectful to everybody, and I think like they should start merging other like religions and races together so they can learn how to have peace and work together, because once you grow up, like when you're in America, once you grow up, you are going to be working with people that aren't just like you, unless you're in like a business that's like just
Do you think
like
your
that.
classmates here at Disney are just like you?
No. Well, they are 98.9. Is that it? Mr. Russell said we're all 98.5 alike.
I da, ovdje su identični, jer za razliku od mnogih drugih mjesta na planeti, barem imaju najviše šansi da budu ono što jesu, bez ikakve velike diskriminacije, bez obzira odakle dolaze i kako se zovu. Ovdje su svi pod jednim krovom. Ovo je bila posljednja epizoda serijala Pod jednim krovom, u kojem smo vam nastojali bar djelimično predstaviti kako izgleda raznoliki sistem obrazovanja u Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama i kako razlike među ljudima ne trebaju biti prepreka da bi se zajedno obrazovali. Nadamo se da smo u tome i uspjeli.